All right, welcome to that synth show, man. We're doing a little live stream today here talking about Namm 2024. That's cool. We'll see who pops in, but let's get this going just in case we decide to chop it up later. Let's go with that synth show. All right, yeah, man. We're back. It's Saturday. We're having a great day so far. I've been checking out some Namm videos. It looks pretty cool, man. There's lots of good stuff in there. Not a lot of surprises, if you ask me, but a lot of good stuff. So look, we're gonna check it out. I've been looking at, I like the Mantis. I thought the Mantis was cool. I thought Korg just had an epic showdown of, an overload of synthesizers. That's cool. And I also thought that the new mixer by Korg was cool. So that's awesome. So like I said, we're just gonna talk about Namm today. I think Cuckoo played a show. Maybe we'll go watch a video about that, but we're just relaxing here today. Just gonna do this together. If anyone pops in, they pop in. If not, we'll just scroll through the videos ourselves, scroll through the news, check out what's happening, drink this coffee and relax. How you guys liking the new green screen? It's pretty cool if you ask me, if I don't say so myself. So everything's going good. We got the music kicking in. We got the live going. We got everything right where we need it to be. So, let's see if anybody pops into the stream here now. Actually, it's hard to tell. I have to wait and see if the chat here happens. One viewer, who might that be? Got a little bit of lag in the video. So what we're saying here. Let's see, maybe I shut a few things down. Shut QuickTime down. Close that. Messages. Close that. All right, not bad, not bad. We're just troubleshooting here now, trying to see if it's choppy or not. Looks pretty good on my end, seems like. Looks very good. So, let's jump on over. I got the chat opened up. Let's jump over to my screen over here and see what we got released so far. Now, this was something that said Namm had it all built up. Let's jump. Namm had it all built up here with the synthesizers. They were saying it's going to be one of the best Namms of all time. And I don't know. I don't think it did it disappoint yet or not. I have no idea, but we're going to check it out because they released a nice few synthesizers here. Let's get the chat going up there in case anyone pops in. Yeah, so we got the King Korg released. Korg had a bunch of them. Scroll down, we had the Micro Korg 2 released, which was cool. Coolest thing about that one, if you ask me, was the new screen. I thought the new screen was awesome. Very, very cool. They did a partnership with somebody. I can't remember the name, who it was. If anybody remembers the name, throw it in the chat. If not, but yeah, I'm hoping that, to be honest, I'm hoping that this here becomes a staple in the Korg lineup, because I know a lot of people will be very happy with that there in their synthesizers. I thought it would have been cool if they released it for the Opsix SE, the Modwave SE. That all would have been pretty cool, but they released it on the Micro Korg, which is their hottest selling synthesizer. So, I mean, what are you going to do? What else did we have go? We got the white one, which is super pretty, I think. Very, very pretty. We got the gooseneck vocoder, baby. That's pretty too. I mean, for $999, let's call it $1,000. Let's not kid ourselves. As we like to say, we like to be honest around here, and that's $1,000 synthesizer. And I can guarantee you right now, that's 100%, or not say 90% plastic. And we'll check out a little video later from old Lukey boy from Korg once we jump over to some videos. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. I was super into it. For $1,000, I don't think I can get it, but one cool thing that I think they're gonna do is they're gonna turn that into a module. We know that for sure. So we'll scroll down. We had the King Korg Neo. We had the Opsix Mark II, all right? 200 presets, display and arpeggiator. It would have been nice if they dropped the Opsix Mark II with the new color screen. I think that would have been absolutely fantastic, but they didn't, so what are you gonna do? Then we roll over, we had the modules come in, come on. Who wasn't excited about the modules? I know I was excited about it. And not only did it come in, it came in with a flip top, which is super cool. let me see what's going on here. We roll down, we got the modules, we got the Wavestate module that came in, we got the Opsix module, and then you had the little bitty beauties, the little bitty DIYs, you know? People were into that, the DIYs, that's super cool. You know, it depends if you want to make them yourself, you can make them yourself. I'm not really into DIYing my own stuff, to be honest. I mean, that's why I got my Synth Bank account, because I like to save up a little bit of money so I don't have to build synthesizers myself. Let me see what's going on with the chat here, fellas and ladies. There we go, pop that back in, there we go. Yeah, so the DIY, we had the NTS1, super cool little thing, had an updated arpeggiator, updated sequencer, loads of updated sounds, and people like it. You can make it yourself. I don't even know if it comes with that little screwdriver, but if it does, that's very cool. We had the NTS3, which is the Korg Chaos pad, but we also had this big beauty, the PS3300, and a lot of people were excited about that until it came in for $13,000. That turned me right off, man. I was hoping they were going to come in with that for about $5,000, and I was like, that'd be all right if they did that for $5,000. But $13,000, the cool thing is, comes with presets. You can save some presets. Let's scroll down here. What else do we have? We had the Mantis. Let's check out Chris Hewitt's video on the Mantis. Now, or Huggett. If you don't know Chris Huggett, he was involved in the Supernova, the base station, and the Peak. He's legend. Let's check out what he's got to say here.
Lovely Chris. I worked with him for quite a few years at Focusrite Novation. We did Mini Nova together. We did Circuit, because Circuit has a Nova engine in it as well. So he was always about, and I always got to know him and would visit him occasionally in Oxford. When I left Focusrite, we kept in touch for a while. Obviously I was working on Malevolent, bringing that
Malevolent,
forward,
cool.
Came a point where I thought, well, I wonder if he'd fancy making a little thing with me as well. So I went over to see him in Oxford, and the great man had his great
What's
office,
happening?
which was where we'd go and listen to things, but we'd sit in the dining room when we were talking about stuff. So I remember we sat in the dining room.
Internet Addiction, what's up, County Fair? How you doing? We're just checking out the Namm news, man. How's everything going your way? Doing all right on this beautiful Saturday?
Was something that was.
You want to talk about an internet addiction?
Wasp, but bringing that forward, updating it with
stuff. So he designed the Wasp, which is pretty cool. I'm into that. As you know, we just did our Wasp giveaway a little while ago, and that got put in the mail today. Sent to Space Capsule, the one and only, and that's cool. So, the Mantis, man, by Chris Huggett is cool. UK Synth announced last year, Super Booth, and we'll check out a little video on that in a little bit. Then we'll roll down. So it's a pretty looking synthesizer, man. It's cool. I think it's duophonic. What's up? Addicted to the analog, Zappy. You better believe it, man. We're all addicted to the analog. I was telling my missus today, I was like, I guess I gotta get back into playing some music a little bit, you know, when you're trying to juggle between making some videos and playing some synthesizers. I gotta get back into some videos. So this video's lagging. I wonder if it's because of that music radar site with all these ads. We'll see what happens. You gotta believe it, yeah. So the Mantis looks cool. Let's keep going. What else do we have released down here? Now this one here, the Super Critical. Do you guys know about the Super Critical? Someone mentioned to me in one of this is probably the only surprise from Namm that came out is the Super Critical. Maybe Zap, was it you who told me about that? The Super Critical? Yeah, let's check that out for a quick second here, see what they're saying with that. Sounds good if that's the real sound. Cool name. Looks cool too. What's up, Side from the Witch's House? Addicted to analog here. 13 grand. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's too crazy. I like it. I'm liking that so far, if that's the sounds, and I actually think it looks very cool too. Nice little screen. Four LFOs. Does that light up? If that lights up, that's cool too. Well, bam, man, that thing is a beauty. 13 grand is more my vibe, yeah. Or 1300 is more my vibe. Dude, when I get a synth for under $1,000, that's my vibe. Like, that's why I think I love Behringer so much, because, man, they just give you so much. And we'll check out some Behringer news in a bit, because they had a couple cool drops. But yeah, this here Superficial Synthesizer's Redshift 6 looks cool. Very, very cool. So that's a Super Boost surprise, which was, or not a Super Boost, a Namm 2024 surprise. We got the third wave. We all know about that one. We don't need to go too much into that. 3,500 ballpark. Man, come on. The desktop, though, is beautiful. And look at this. They just snuck in here. What, bam, baby? Oh, yeah. So this is the Behringer JT6. Okay, so this is cool. The Jupiter 8. Behringer just said, you know, let's get on some news, man, and take a bit of the publicity away. And they dropped the ROLAND Jupiter 8 clone, which is the JT6, which is absolutely. What do you guys think of the JT6, man? I think it's absolutely epic, because they just added 16 voices. Let's hope it don't come out and let's hope it's not just like a UBXA clone with a different chassis and all that stuff, because I'm not into it, man. But that looks pristine, perfect clone. 8 extra voices, polyphonic aftertouch, and I'm sure it's got a couple other surprises in there as well, which is very cool. What else do we have? We got the Stylophone dropped. Sweet. Let's go check out some, instead of just reading this, let's jump over and check out right here. Now we got our good friend Sonic State. I'm going to X out that site because I think that's clogging up some stuff here. All right. So Sonic State, they seem to be pumping out the most content of everybody. And we like to support them because it's a good channel. So we're going to check out some of their videos today and just react to it, see what they're saying. JT6 is new on me. Didn't know about that? Yeah, they just dropped it. Now, they didn't just drop it to sell it, because you can't get it yet, obviously, but they're teasing everyone up and saying, you know, it's coming soon. 8+ voices, polyphonic aftertouch. So that's cool. So we'll jump over here. Let's check out some Sonic State videos and just do some reactions, see what we think about what they got dropping here. All right, so the Red Panda Radius. You guys know about the Red Panda Radius? So the Red Panda Radius, they got some really cool pedals, and they're super compatible with synthesizers, and they do a lot of cool stuff. They got some granular stuff built in there. It's cool reverbs, cool delays, pitch shifting, all the beauties. And they dropped this Radius pedal, so let's check this out real quick.
So this is in the low range, and so you can get tremolo, phasey type of sounds that cross over into ring mod and frequency shifting.
Obviously it's guitar, but you can imagine what it sounds like on a synthesizer.
And in the upper range, you get more traditional ring mod sounds.
Come on, you gonna play this on a synthesizer, my boy?
And then you can play up and down around that note.
Let's see.
And then finally, well, not finally, but one of the other things you can do here, we turn off the modulation, and I'm just gonna let you dial in a frequency, and then we'll do the pitch tracking, which
Let's see.
you can, yep, dial that in where you want it. It's off. And so what this does is you can dial in a frequency, and it tracks
Live
monophonically
TV, baby.
what you're
We're editing
playing.
on the fly
So,
here.
as you play up and down, it's gonna keep that pitch ratio.
All right, so that's the pedal from Red Panda. If you haven't checked out any of their pedals, go check them out. They're super awesome. They got some really cool pedals. And if you're a pedal-holic like me, I'm a pedal-holic with no money. So, not that I got no money. I shouldn't say no money. I'm a pedal-holic that's got to spend his money wisely in certain areas. So that's why we got the poor man's products up in here. All right, so let's go check out the next thing we got. So we got this cool thing here, so what I did is I just went and picked out some different kinds of videos that I thought were interesting to me and maybe to you. And this is one I picked out, was the Mackie, however you want to say it. They got a new mixer that they came out, and I thought it was super awesome. Let's check it out.
Mackie's been really working on this product for a long time. This is the DLZ Creator.
DLZ Creator.
We released the Creator last year, the bigger brother over here, but we just released the XS, which is a compact system that looks amazing, okay, and sounds amazing. What we've done is done something that nobody else has done yet. We've really made audio, professional sound accessible to everybody,
Dude, Zoom
no
stomp
matter your
boxes look
skill
wicked.
level, okay? So, and how we do
Gonna get
that
one.
is we've got these different control modes built into the mixer. We have an easy mode, enhanced mode, and a pro mode.
So the cool thing about this, when I watched it earlier, he's going to tell you in a second, it's got I don't know what you call it. You want to call it beginner proof or idiot proof or tone deaf proof, whatever you want to call it. But this thing sets up everything for you, tells you exactly what you do, sets your levels, everything. It was very, very cool.
And we also, so basically what it does is it transforms the on-screen controls depending on your skill level, okay?
Right, yeah, makes sense.
Not only did we do that,
Makes sense.
we've got this setup assistant. It's part of our mix agent technology. It's a proprietary tech that Mackie's put together.
And Mackie and Eray just got acquired, which is pretty crazy.
It's like having your own personal audio assistant in the mixer.
So it analyzes the input, sets the gain.
Well, he's going to walk you through everything. Tells you turn your faders up. Tells you where to plug your headphones in.
Where to plug your headphones in. That's pretty funny. So I guess, you know, this is they really idiot proof this thing, where to plug your headphones in.
Okay?
I mean, if you don't know where to plug your headphones in on this thing, you probably shouldn't buy it. How about that? Maybe they should have a warning on the label. Hey, if you don't know what a headphone jack is, don't buy this one. Buy some headphones first and then buy this.
It plays a music bed of audio and tells you to listen. If you need help, it has a help section to say if you're not hearing anything, right?
Touchscreen looks sketchy.
Okay? It's got auto gain, tells you where to plug in your microphone. We've got presets for all the popular podcast mics,
so
like an
great.
SM7B.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Listen and
Beginners,
set
right.
for me.
Great.
Talking to the microphone, chest 1 2 1 2, and it sets the preamp.
So it's cool, man. It sets your preamp for you. It's awesome. It's a cool little mixer. Go check it out. Mackie's cool. Now let's go on to what else we got over here. All right, so this is Melbourne Instruments with the Nina update. If you guys don't know the Nina products, which, you know, all you guys pretty much know the products that are out here. Nina's the one with the motorized faders. Every time you change a preset, all the knobs switch. Let's check this out real quick from Ian Oliveris.
On the Melbourne Instruments with Nina again. So, talk us through some updates, because you've got some updates
so
for this
we had
year,
a recent
right?
update of our firmware. We added some scopes here, which
Oscilloscopes?
you know, they're kind of fun, you know, and you got two modes. There's a standard waveform I was just showing you, which basically shows the waveform of the output as you're playing.
I love the look of this thing, man. I think this is like $3,600 or something. Obviously, I'm not going to buy it because that's too crazy. But I love how they got the keyboard Commodore 64 computer buttons on there.
And you
Sounds
also got an
great.
XY mode, which shows you the it's like a goniometer. So if I start spinning the spin control,
Goniometer.
you can see how the goniometer shows the
What's that
stereo
goniometer
phase.
shows there,
I
mate?
Spinning around and around, I go faster and faster.
That's
So that's kind of, it's a nice visualizer. They're pretty common things and fun to add to the scene.
Sounds good to me. What do you guys think of that? I think that sounds pretty good.
In terms of more sound making stuff, the biggest update really was the ability to modulate the morph. The previous firmware, the morph was just defined by the morph control itself.
Yeah, it makes sense that the morph would be defined by the morph control.
So, you know, as you morph between the two sounds, you could see all the controls move. But you couldn't actually
Now you see that? You got to look real close. When you turn that morph button, all the knobs move. So don't be Let the magician, don't look at the right hand, look at the left hand. So when he's turning the hand with the knob, look at the buttons.
Morph through the modulation matrix.
There
So
we
we added the
go.
ability for that. So each of the 12 voices, the morph controls individually controlled through the modulation matrix. So now I can, if I morph, I'll go back to the scope actually and show that.
Very cool.
There. Now when you play, you can map an envelope to the morph. You can map you can map something simple like the modulation wheel to the morph, and you can basically then you can have the sound evolve.
I'm wondering if he's got the aftertouch on that keyboard. Is that what's going on?
Between the two sounds as you're playing, and each note individually does it.
So, where obviously it's out, and how's the feedback been?
Yeah, people love it.
People do love it. The feedback, it's been out, that released before. They got some updates, so that's cool. The Nina. And I think that's one of the, I would say that's one of the coolest synthesizers that came out in the last couple years. Although it's super expensive. It's a small company, Melbourne Instruments, over in Australia, mate. So let's move on. What do we got here? The Model Carbon. I fast forward a little bit here. This is a cool synthesizer by Model.
It is really targeting modern music styles with very rough sounds.
Yeah, I remember last time it was quite an edgy sounds demo
Yeah.
we got, wasn't it?
Exactly. But it can obviously also do, I mean, we still have the sequencer and the arpeggiator on.
Sounds very Wavestate-y, Korg Wavestate-y.
Oh, nice. I can hear the effects tails on that. Very
Yeah.
nice.
So
Very
it does
cool.
everything that modern music producers would expect from.
Modern music producer. Is that what we are? Are we modern music producers?
From a synthesizer.
Look down the bottom left. $1,099.
Even something like this.
8 voice, 16 oscillator digital algorithms, 33 filter types, 3 envelope generators, 3 audio rate LFOs, premium keyboard. Cool.
Something like this.
So there's sort of driven and grit to this one. It's a bit more.
Yes,
yeah.
we have a distortion effect on. What is also very important is we have a cross modulation between both oscillators, including phase modulation, wave folding.
Cool. So that's the Carbon 8. That's very cool. I thought that company went bankrupt. Am I wrong here? Do you guys know? I thought that company went bankrupt. So that's cool. Let's check out what else we got coming up. All right, this is one of the favorites by Lukey Boy from Great Britain, mate. So this is the Korg PS3300, the big beast for $13,000 that we were just looking at the pictures of. And let's see how this beautiful baby sounds.
This has got more memories in it, hasn't it?
It has got presets, which is really nice, and we've programmed a few in here just for the show. So
that thing's cool, man.
You can start sculpting the sounds.
So 3 oscillators per voice.
Yeah.
Times 49.
Yeah.
That just seems.
It's enough. Yeah.
It should be. Let's flip a few more. Let's just.
Yeah. Let's just go through some of these.
Okay, restructured financially, Modal restructured. I was wondering what happened to Modal.
Each of the voices is essentially an entire voice.
Each of the voice is an entire voice. So this got 149 voices, I think.
So each oscillator is it's slightly different structure than a regular way. It's like 3 fully polyphonic synthesizers, each with a full voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Three fully polyphonic synthesizers, each with their own voice. So $13,000, is it worth it? I don't know, man. I'd rather buy a Sea-Doo or a motorcycle and a Behringer JT600. So I could get a Behringer JT16, the Jupiter clone, and I could get, actually, I could get that for what? Let's say $1,200. I could then get a Yamaha R1 motorcycle for $5,600. Then I could go get a Sea-Doo for another $5,000. So I'll have a Sea-Doo, I'll have a JT16, and I'll have a motorcycle. I wonder how much I could get if I sold my kidney. Listen, man, there was apparently a bunch of kidneys getting sold in New York in those tunnels. I don't know if you guys checked that out, but if you go look up New York tunnels, there's some very weird stuff going on.
It's kind of mad, really, yeah. And another kind of unique thing, well, I don't know if it's unique, but a big feature of this is the temperament adjust for each different note. So it's
awesome, though, man. If I had the money,
experimental,
I still wouldn't buy it, but if someone gave it to me for free,
so you can imagine, it can be
I'd
dangerous,
love it.
But
yeah, God, I can imagine. So, I mean,
but just look at that, though. That's so cool, man. I guess, like, I think the thing is, sometimes when I look at this stuff, I'm like, man, this would be so cool just to have. But man, how much money you got to have? I guess you got to have a lot of money, or no wife or husband to say, hey, slow down there. Slow down, big boy or big girl. You cannot be spending $13,000 on a noise-making machine, But if you're single and ready to mingle...
Presumably, with presets in it, all of these must be digitally controlled or digitally...
Yeah, they are. That's what one cool thing about this as well, is because we've added MIDI and USB, it's going to be a librarian piece of software as well, so you can back up your sounds, which will take a snapshot of, everything here.
Sweet.
And including the temperaments as well. So.
Oh, that's really handy. Come on, let's have a couple more sounds then.
Couple more sounds, Lukey boy. I like that.
What's really unhelpful is there's no sort of indicator light as to which voices are sounding.
All right, so also this is just a prototype. So like he was just saying, there's no indicator light. There's going to be an indicator light now. They got to put an indicator light on there. Imagine having a car come out with no blinkers.
I have no idea, so there you go.
All right, so that's cool, man. Very, very cool. $13,000. A cool $13,000. Another one we got here is the King Korg Neo. And I think I'm making the prediction, the samurai prediction is coming to you hot, that the King Korg Morpheus, which is the full-sized SE style keyboard, 81 keys, probably 61, 81 keys, is going to be called the King Korg Morpheus. That's my prediction. Write it down, and we'll check in 1 year.
Lead categories or bass.
That's got some girth, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's, I like that. And then
got some girth.
What's great about this, for instance, with the effects, is that it's very, very quick and hands-on. So you can just have your 3 different effects blocks. Turn
Not
them
the
on
word
and off.
I'd use.
And so if that's got distortion on it, but if I turn it off, see the difference?
Oh yeah. King Korg's awesome, man, and they're going to release that in a module. They have to, and if they release it in a module, that's when I might grab it. If they make it like, I don't know, $599. You guys like the King Korg? What do you think of the King Korg?
Oh, I like that.
Overpriced?
Good, isn't it? I really like that patch, actually. It's really nice, isn't it?
Called? What's that one called?
That one is called Electrified. And then you got your chorus. You can turn your chorus on.
Ah, why did they do that? All right, sorry. That's a headphone jack in the top left. I thought it was the audio out, but it's a headphone jack. But put the headphone jack on the front or something, because when the wires are hanging over the keyboard, I don't like that.
That's actually a rotary effect, but it could be...
Oh, yeah.
That's my sort of sound, that is. And then, of course, you've got your reverbs and delays here, so
as usual.
Delay on it.
In many ways, the King Korg was kind of a precursor.
Or stuff like...
yeah, get to some...
Nice. So you've got an arpeggiator. So you've actually got 2 timbers.
That's a split or a layer.
Yeah.
2 timbrels, because it's bi-timbral, I think he said. It's not multi-bi-timbral, but it's such a small keyboard. A bi-timbral keyboard for 37 keys is, I don't know, kind of insane. But it's also cool because you can MIDI it out.
Split or a layer, and then that arpeggiator can be both or one
Let's
of
hear
them.
it.
So.
Sounds awesome. Love it. That's the kind of sounds I'm into. So let's move on. Then we got the Mantis. All right. Let's check the Mantis out. This one looks pretty cool. Not super into it, but it looks cool. You got no sound? Everyone else got sound? Let's do a little check here, see if we got some sound. We should be getting sound here. Let me check my levels. Let's check out the sound. Let's do a check. In the chat, let us know if we got some sound here. Do a little pause for a second, make sure everybody got what they need and it's not on my end. You got sound? All right, so we got sound. So Toby Y, you might have to check your volume button on your YouTube. You got sound? All right, we're gonna keep rolling, Toby. You work on some troubleshooting on your YouTube channel. All right, baby, let's go. All right, so what do you guys think so far? Let's take a little break a second, go over this, you know? Which are you liking? You like the Nina? The Nina's old, but it's updated. We got the King Korg Neo. We got the PS 3300. You know, we got the Korg Micro Korg 2. There's a lot of stuff that came out, but there was no surprises. I guess the surprises was, I don't know, let's check this Mantis out. Maybe this will surprise us.
Basically, it's playing 4 tones, and it will do that with 4 keys in the final firmware.
The Mantis. I do like that cool green, and I like that little praying mantis image in the corner.
So I can hear like a lot of like kind of drive and distortion. Is that pre-filter? Is there anything post-filter as well?
There's nothing post, but you just basically drive everything at this point, gain stages through the, It gets quite gnarly. There might be a bit through the desk. I'm sorry if that's coming through the desk as well, because that's quite a beefy sound. So
yeah, beef it up, beef it up.
Just sweeten it, turn it down a bit. Yeah, there is all that you can add to it as well. So
what do you think of this Mantis? Are you guys into the Mantis? I mean, I think that I would pass on the Mantis. Although it sounds heavy duty, I'll pass. All right, let's bump on over here. Now, this was cool. I actually, I went a little bit into this video and I was like, you know what? I don't know, you guys probably seen it already, but I went into it and I went back because Yu Horiguchi is absolutely epic presenter and he's releasing the Omnichord OM 108 reissue. Let's check it out.
Oh, you.
Hello, this is Suzuki new Omnichord OM 108. You can play chord. Very, very easy.
Oh.
You can sing with this. When I find myself in time of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Okay, let it be, man. All those nights in the karaoke, in the Japanese karaoke bars is paying off. Let's listen to that again.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Super fun.
Super fun.
Thank
super
you.
fun.
So
cool, man.
It's a remake of the original Omnichord, right?
Yes, it's an Omnichord reissued of the OM84.
This is the Omnichord. This old piece of tech was kind of, it's like a cult classic back in the day. I think people were super into it and they remade it, but man, is that thing ugly. God, it even got that old beige plastic, you know, like those old air conditioners.
Sold in the 80s.
Horrible looking design.
So have you changed anything on the new version? Has there been any updates?
Yes, pretty much improvement on new features.
What's the features?
For example, you can use.
Actually, I think it's actually hilarious that his English isn't perfect. I think it makes this video very entertaining because he's so pumped up, man, and he's trying his best. And
this
overlay,
and you can. This is a drum part.
Okay.
Also,
finger
this
drum.
is also a drum part.
Nice.
This is the start and it's synchronized.
Sync it up. Cool. I don't know much about this thing, but seems all right. Ooh. Yeah. Now, let me take that back. I was just kind of like, this thing, I don't know, man. Who's going to want this thing? But Horiguchi is making me think that this thing is pretty cool.
Hey, it's super fun. Yeah.
It's super fun, yeah.
So what other features have you got? So I
else
can
we
see
got?
that there's a MIDI out.
Yeah, you can use
Oh.
MIDI out from this. You can transmit chord, drum plate, bass, and drums.
All right, Horiguchi and Suzuki, why don't you bring something there to hook up to it so we can check out the MIDI out? That would be pretty cool. So
Once.
Brilliant.
brilliant. All right, so if you guys want the Omnichord, go check it out. That's cool. And we got to give... Now, this is the other one, the Stylophone and the CPM DS2. CPM DS2, I love this company. I'm actually starting to really like them. They're coming out with cheap products. And cheap products sound good, but they're leveling up now. They're up in their game. I don't like the name CPM DS2. Looks like my old tennis racket. Yeah, tennis racket bag is what it looks like. They should have made it look like... I don't know. I guess they're just trying to do a throwback, but let's check this out. So this is the theremin and the Stylophone CPM DS2.
I said we'd see you next week in LA.
Yes.
Obviously, Matt's here from Stylophone.
Matt
Hi
Hansen.
everyone.
Got the booth.
Yeah,
At the
we're finally
booth.
set up. So here we are, Namm 24.
Nick
We
Booth.
brought everything with us. The
Nick Bat at the booth.
the classic lineup of the originals, the S1, the P,
So look, these here are the cheap ones they released, and now they're stepping up their game.
B, the Gen X1, and of course we brought the new.
This is
I like
the
it.
man of the moment,
This
or
is the one.
the drone of the moment, or
Yes.
whatever
Drone.
we call it.
Absolutely.
The
And of course,
drone
we've
of the
just done a video on
moment.
this, and people have been really overwhelmed and really excited by this. We're really happy with
Overwhelmed?
how people have taken this. So I know we've just done a big video on this, which you can see on your YouTube channel, but there was a few questions that people asked about this, which I can run through. For those of you who haven't seen it, just so you're aware, this is our CPM DS2. This is the
Man, he can't even remember the name of this thing. Like, that's when you know you've named your product something that doesn't make any sense, when your boy can't remember the name of the product. Well, you remember the name, but you could tell his gears were turning.
first of the compact portable modular range. So this is our drone synthesizer, and effectively you've got two voices.
I think I might buy this thing. This is cool.
Two oscillator voices with a filter. That you can choose,
$249
high
bucks.
pass, low pass. It's
Can't go
resonant,
wrong.
12 dB.
Come
And everything's driven really from this main LFO, which you modulate waveforms.
Stylophone with no
pitch
stylus. What's
and
up, 3D
filter
Robin?
frequency.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of fun
All
to
right,
use.
let's get some sounds going, brother.
People have asked some questions like, why isn't there any VCAs or any envelopes? And I guess that's because it is designed to work in kind of droney fashion.
So if you're expecting a regular synthesizer, it's not. It's a drone, man. And it's going to drone. It's going to drone on. Feel that background. If you're into ambient music, this thing is a beauty. Let's get some
Long
sounds.
Any CV sequencer into the pitch input, and you've got that going.
Cool. CV into the pitch.
I've got some the lovely delay and the reverb there as well. There's
I like it.
a number of different reverbs you can choose from as well. Some of them sound brighter than others. Build quality. A few people wanted to know about the build quality. I mean, this is sturdy. It's well made. The dials are all nice and firm. The battery compartment's there on the back.
Oh yeah, we didn't see that, did we?
Yeah,
Got battery.
So that's just around there.
Let's see if we got any more sounds. Let's go.
Closing from the LFO, but you can patch in some CV.
CV2
into the cutoff.
to the cutoff.
And now we're hearing.
This is
the
Euro
CV
rack
coming
too.
from
You can.
the sequencer,
Yeah,
opening
nice.
and closing that cutoff, and then you can add the LFO to it. So
I
you've
think
got a
this is
combination
cool,
of
man.
External
I'm
and
into it.
internal modulation going on at any one time.
All right, let's jump over.
This one
So,
plugged in.
so I'm into the drone. You guys liking the drone? I mean, it's got reverb. I think they said 16 plus effects built in. And how long will you use this? That's the question. Question is, how long will you use this? That depends what you're into. What do you mean, how long will you use it? I guess I would use it for the rest of my life as long as it's in the studio. I would use it because it would fill, especially it would fill the background noise for a lot of like ambient stuff, And you know, sometimes you want to fill that space with some drone.
No.
We got this. Next up is the theremin. This thing's cool.
Where people have been asking about this.
Actually, a little bigger than what I thought it was.
As well. Obviously, you can play it with. Let's turn volume.
Yeah, will you get bored? So, okay, now I know what you mean. Will you get bored? I think you'd get bored if you just used it alone. So if you just bought that to use alone, bored. But if you bought that to drone and you CV out some of your other synths into that thing, and then as you're running sequences on your other synthesizer, that sequence is now the CVs affecting the pitch or the filter of that thing, and it's just filling in all that background stuff as you're doing like a 60 BPM or even lower, then that's cool. Interesting the theremin. Let's check it out. Looks cool.
You can play it with the antenna.
I like it.
Hopefully you're getting that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got some built-in delay. But there's also this, the slider. So if we move over to this mode, we can now... And there's a
cool thing, like when you're listening to that too, he's playing that in the studio. He doesn't got that pumped into the input. So that would sound way better in your house.
Octave on that. So this is continuous. I think a few people wondering if this was actually quantized or stepped, but actually it's completely continuous control. And if anyone's super clever out there, you can actually play a combination of both the antenna and the slide at the same time. So you can even make that drone.
If you're into spooky
and
music,
do a combination of the two. So yeah, this has also gone down really, really well. Both this and the DS2 is available for pre-order now on the website. You don't need to put any money down at all.
Good.
You'll be the first to know as soon as these are ready to go.
And do we have a date? Is there any update on when they're going to be
when you
coming
drop
into the
them.
country or off the boat, as it were?
Yeah, the theremins we're hoping in a couple of months.
Right.
You know,
all right, that's cool. So the theremin and the drone are cool. For me personally, I think for the style of music I play, I think I would get the drone and I would CV out of the Hedra synth or one of the other synths and into that and fill in that background space with some cool drone sounds. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's move on. What do we got now? So this was a cool one. Intuitive Instruments. Esqui? How do you say that? Esqui? Are they a French company? We don't know. Segui? This is a cool little experimental kind of MIDI controller. So let's check this thing out. See what it's like.
Where you can press, bend, and also this way.
Another synth using the MPE technology.
Be really smooth about it.
We
have also a new layout of notes, a new patented note layout, where you have the semitones this way. And this way we have the thirds. Major or minor.
Cool.
You have the scales here, you just have to follow the lights.
That thing's
and also
cool.
you can improvise.
Depends how much it is. What's up, Frederick? Welcome to the stream.
The scale.
Just checking out
here,
some stuff, man.
I have
So these things are cool. I mean, what's up, Frederick? Welcome. Yeah, we're just checking out some stuff from Namm that I kind of pieced together here and going through it. And this one here is an experimental MPE MIDI controller. And it seems pretty cool, but it's cool for, I think that there, you can't be paying more than $300 for something like that. I don't know what they're selling it for, but.
An app. So the controller can be used with any app, but it's optimized for our own app. So here we can see the keyboard.
Apps
we can
for
make
everything.
settings.
I got enough apps,
we can
brother.
Change sounds like this, and you can see it on the keyboard as well.
Trying to get away
here
from
the
apps.
screen shows which hexagon do what. I can record loops, as you can hear. Here I can see all my tracks, all my loops here.
Okay.
I can launch them.
Launch it.
Like this. Then launch the bass. Launch the keyboard. Wait at the right time.
Cool. Woo!
And of course, stop the song.
Keep it going, man.
So, is this like, because we've seen these kind of keyboards, this style of like.
So this is cool, man. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, his accent is expensive. Okay, it's very expensive. This is a expensive MPS controller.
Presenting keyboards before, but not quite in this format. Is this something totally new for the device, or?
Would you mean the note layout?
Yeah.
Imagine, man, sitting in a piano bar. You don't have a piano. You've got the Esqui from Sergey.
Yeah, so the note layout is kind of new because we invented the keyboard where we used to have our previous instrument was...
I'll tell you what, man, if I was Sergey,
accordion.
I would have had that booth set up. I would have had him set up in an amazing, super tailored suit. I would have had his hair slicked back. I would have had the whole backdrop as like a really expensive restaurant. I would have had him sitting in the corner, and I would have had a waiter there serving some grape juice, probably, because I don't know if you can serve wine there. And I would have had Sergey serve some exquisite for the MPE controller.
Look alike, and it wasn't two keyboards. We just merged the two keyboards on one and on a tabletop format. So
oh, check out Sergey's glasses. Even better. Look at those babies. What are they? 1, 2, 3 hexagons?
That people can use it on our studios. The piano layout is kind of complicated because it does not follow the logic, the mathematical logic of harmony. Our keyboard does that because when you use, let's take the piano for example.
All right, let's go. It's quick.
When you play chords like this, chords are little shapes, easy shapes. On the piano, you have always to calculate the gap between your fingers. Here, the major chord is always like this.
Ooh.
And minor chord the other way.
Awesome, man. Okay, let's move on. So that's cool. Who knows what the price is? What else we have? All right, let's check out this video again because you guys, some people came in late. This is the supercritical Redshift. Redshift 6. Man, his glasses are like 23,000. Easy. Easy. All right, here we go, baby. Variable character synthesizer. I like it. Think it looks cool. What's the price? Anyone know the price on this thing? I think that's awesome, man. That's all we're going to listen to that. And let's go check out here. Over at Synth Anatomy, they had, let's turn on our music and relax. Now, that's pretty much, that was my top picks from Namm. What do you guys think? Which ones do you think were even worth buying there? You know, like, were you guys excited about all that? Excited about the releases? What'd you think? I thought it was okay. But you know what? I kind of don't like when they drop the synthesizers before Namm. I kind of would like to be surprised, but I guess they try to build a bit of hype. And I'm guessing next week, Behringer's going to just absolutely release a tsunami of news, you would think. That's what I would do. Glasses in shape of the device buttons. Yes, Frederick, I never even thought about that, but that's deadly. That one went right over my head, man. Damn. But these are cool, the Zoom Essentials. They also dropped at Namm, the Synth Anatomy's great website. Essential Series H1, H4, H6. New field recorders, 32-bit float, bigger displays. I gotta get one of these, I think, for recording out on the road. That'd be cool. We also had this one here. Let's open some links here. We had the Akai Pro MPC. Some Behringer updates, pop that up. What else we got? The Mantis, all the regular things. So, the Akai Pro MPC 37 key. I think that was exciting. A very exciting release. $8.99. I think that's a good deal. You get the MPC, you get 37 keys. hell of a deal, I think. And also you get a load of built-in plugins and stuff. 32 gigs of internal storage, same as the 61 key. Get the RGB pads, not RPG. If that had an RPG built into it, we'd be in a lot of trouble. 8 built-in plugins and tons of content, 10 gig plus of content. So why I was thinking about getting this, because I'm looking at trying to get away from the computer as much as possible. And the fact that you can get an MPC that's got some synthesizer keys, you can lay down 4 CVs. Yeah, you can lay down 8 CV gates, actually. 8 CV. $8.99. I think that's a good deal. I think that's fairly priced. The regular MPC now, you can pick it up for like $450, $500 on, yeah, it seems pretty great. So the thing I like about this is that you can take it, bring it anywhere, seems super portable, and you can end up creating a whole album when you're on the road because it's got a DAW built in pretty. What's up, Blue Fox 85? No problem, man. You can always rewind it and start from the beginning. I just put together kind of like a smorgasbord of my top stuff that I saw looking through Namm the weekend, all from Sonic State. The credit goes to them. Nick Batt and his boys did a great job. I'm not seeing tons of other content. A lot of people were saying they had, I think Ben Jordan and what's his name? Venus Theory were there. And they were basically saying the internet wasn't working, so they couldn't do any live streams. I guess maybe the internet in the California is not too hot these days. Maybe they didn't go with Elon's Starlink or something. So, but yeah, the MPC, you guys probably know if you've been watching the show, I'm thinking about getting an MPC, $400. MPC and the Wavestate would be a sick combo. Now, let me show you this real quick. I'll switch scenes here and you can check out where I will put this MPC. So, I got the Mod Wave, I got the Wavestate, I got the Opsix, I got the Hedra synth. Now, if I can get the MPC in this mix as the brain, I think it'd be pretty awesome. What do you think of that Synth Show shirt? Pretty cool. Pick one up at the shop if you're into it. I got some Behringer devices up here, and I got the Mono Poly down here. And under here, you can't see it, I got the Korg Mini Log XD, which I haven't really been using. Just haven't been using it that much. So, let's jump back over. Yeah, so I think I'll be picking up the MPC, whether it's this keys or whether it's just the general box one. I'll be getting one of those for sure. Let's jump over here. This also came out here. This one, this is the, what do you say that? Bodemi Eray 2. I mean, again, people, can we get some names that make sense? Unless that's in another language and I'm just not really understanding why you would name something that. Let's see if they explain it here, but Seaboard, the Linstrument. Check it out. What do you think of this thing, man? Look at that. The Eray 2, however you say it. The successor to the Ray Touch. Let's see if they got a video down here. Pretty cool looking thing, man. There seems like lots of technology coming out in the music scene that allows you to play. They're making it easier and easier for people to make music, which I think is very cool. MIDI looper, arpeggiator. Possible to map all the arpeggiator settings, modular connectivity. All right, let's check it out real quick. Thanks, man. Nice setup. It's cool. Oh, you want to buy a t-shirt, Katanas? See if I can get a t-shirt.
Hey, Edgar. How you doing?
Nick.
Nice to see you at Namm again. Nice big booth, nice big backlight. Yeah, so exciting news, right?
Yeah, so
Where
this
are
is
we?
a prototype of our new Eray 2. So here we're unveiling the product. Those
Sorry
are
about that.
2 prototypes and lots of new features. As you can tell, the playing surface is white. It's covered with fabric now, which is very new. It has a very special touch, and we worked a lot over the past few years to have a better sensitivity over the detection of fingers. So I think this is the main asset. If I had to tell you what's new, it's the sensitivity. It's really, really much better.
Can you still hear it with a drumstick?
Yeah, so For the drummers, actually, this product will be, the skin will be changeable. So it will be possible to unmount the case and remove the white skin, which is really designed for finger players, and put a similar skin to the first generation, which is more black silicon, better suited for drummers. Actually, at Namm we're A/B testing still the different skins. So here we have more of a nylon.
I don't know. You into this
cover,
thing?
which is very smooth.
Seems a bit much to me, to be honest. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any sound tests either. Let's see.
So there's pressure. What axis of?
So here is very simple mapping where we have a pitch bend. We have the pressure mapped to the pressure on the cello strings, and that's it.
Is there a release velocity and stuff on this?
So we do have a release velocity. Yeah,
okay.
You can map it.
So you've got quite a lot of axis.
Anyways, this guy doesn't seem super excited about his product, so that doesn't make me super excited either. So we'll move on over here. Let's check out some Behringer news. We've got right here the UBXA, or sorry, UBX. Are you guys excited for this after the release of the UBXA? Like, why would you want the OBXA after the UBXA? I guess you got people, maybe you got people who love the OBX, and you got people who love the OBX8, and you're just making a clone for them. But I don't know why I would go for that and the UBXA. You kind of want to hope people buy multiple synthesizers, but we'll see what happens. I mean, let's check out what they're saying about it. UBXA is alive today. We fired up the first complete prototype. What an amazing moment. We're now starting to implement the firmware, do thorough testing. Please bear in mind that we're still away from shipping the UBX. Yeah, so years away. It's a beautiful synth. You're right, it is a beautiful synth. Moving on. This was pretty cool release. I didn't want to go fast forwarding through one of the videos, but Korg released a couple mixers, and you know I'm a huge Korg fan, so I was like, maybe I'll check out these Korg mixers. I wish a company would come out with a mixer that was like strictly for synthesizers, because I would love to put in 12 synthesizers into a mixer, all stereo, and then throw 3 or 4 guitar pedals in there, stereo, a bunch of voice singing kind of modifiers, stereo. And it just seems that a lot of it is kind of like they thread the needle between guitars, line inputs, and everything. But I just like to see, it would be cool if someone did a real cool mixer that was just for synthesizers. That would be awesome, and I would buy it for sure. So this one here, Korg Drop 2, the MW0804 and the 12.4, so I guess 8 input and 12 input mixer. They look cool. I love the white, looks awesome. What do you think? Apart from the effects return track, there are 2 stereo subgroups, convenient for flexible routing. I mean, I love a mixer with synthesizers. Look at that, she's a beauty. Go check it out on the Korg page if you're interested. And we already checked out the MPC. Let's jump over to Behringer's Facebook page. So we had right here, X12, we'll do that cheap. I gotta get an X12 then, yeah, maybe I gotta get an X12. I was looking at a Behringer 2404 or something like that, or 1802 or something, because I need something that has loop back, because I like having the live stream going. So what are you guys thinking so far about Namm? What's your thoughts? You digging it? You liking it? You feeling it? Super exciting, not exciting? They're saying it's the best Namm of all time. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not looking for expensive, man. That's the problem. The fact that I can pick up a Behringer mixer. Let's check it out together right here, since I got the site loaded up. Behringer mixer. So this is the one I was looking at here as far as mixers go. Let's see, where is she? They got the 1204, so I got the 10002 right now, and I'm out of channels for the mixer. It's an emergency broadcast, always, Richie boy, always. So let's go down. Where's the Behringer mixers? So this is the one I was looking at here. These two, I was looking at the 1022. Let's open that one in a link. and the 24, I think I was looking at as well, and this one. So I mean, these are all different kinds of mixers, but I was looking at this beauty here. Look, man, $309 for 22 inputs. That gives me 12 stereo channels. Behringer Jupiter 16. 8 extra voices for your Behringer Jupiter. And I ain't even working for Behringer, but I'm telling you right now, they added 6 voices to the JT16. What's up, Morgan? How's it going, brother? What's up, Argument? Yeah, so this is the one I was looking at here. I was looking at that one, and then I was looking at this one here, the 2204, 379. So I think that's $300. That's probably what I'm gonna have to go for. We'll see. But yeah, so if you guys notice, you can go get the Behringer MS1 drop the price, and that's coming in at $199. So you get the SH1 clone for $199. That is cheap as chips. And again, they're doing this donation thing. Build quality's a bit cheap. Knobs don't work every time. Oh, come on, man. Can I just get a high quality product for a low price? Is that too much to ask? The best product out there right now, and I hate to say it, is the Chinese-made ASM Hydrasynth lineup. The best product, best price. You can do absolutely anything. I'm pretty sure right now, the Hydrasynth Deluxe, let me switch cams over here. The Hydrasynth Deluxe, right here, I'm pretty sure this Hydrasynth Deluxe can mimic any sound and any synthesizer if you want to put in the work. 100%. Easy. So yeah, you can pick this up for $199. I think that's dirt cheap. And I think the TD3 is on sale. Celebrating 35 years of Behringer. But this is what we like. Look at this. Now this is something to get excited about. Check it out. If you wanted a clone of a Jupiter, that's what you got to go for, because you're going to get the Jupiter with 8 more voices and polyphonic aftertouch and whatever little goodies they're going to mix into that beautiful little thing. So, to be honest with you, I had the UBXA desktop on pre-order. I think the Neptune. The Neptune is something else, I think. The Neptune is the Juno clone. Is it? Or is it? Is the Neptune the Juno clone? Or was it the Jupiter clone? Somebody fact check that. Dig in. The Neptune. Yeah, you could be right, man. I wish they kept the Neptune too. JT is... You know me, and I know you. I just like when things are done cool. And I don't know why you want to call it the JT16. That's just not cool in my mind. Neptune is way cooler. Way cooler. And same reason Jupiter is a way cooler name for a synthesizer. Let's check it out, the Neptune. Let's look it up real quick. Neptune Behringer. What do we got? Behringer Neptune. All right, yeah, that's what it is here. Let's check it out. So there we are, baby. Neptune, Juno 60 clone, Neptune 80. So that's kind of cool. I dig it. Still not into the JT name, but they got the Neptune for the Juno 660 clone. But Richie boy, the thing about polyphonic aftertouch, Richie, is that it actually makes non-players better, because you can just not have to worry about where your hands are, and you just put a little pressure on those keys and the modulation opens up a whole new world. Listen, Richie boy, I know you spent a lot of money on that OB, what do you got, the OBX8? So, and they didn't put polyphonic aftertouch in that thing for, what'd you pay, $3,800, man? I know, I got a video coming out called Behringer Derangement Syndrome. And it's a clinical diagnosis for people that have bought super expensive synthesizers, and now Behringer has brought them the synthesizer for 1/4 the price, and now they got Behringer Derangement Syndrome. And it's a clinical diagnosis that actually makes you kind of lose your mind when Behringer releases products. No No, it's not. Richie, boy, are you kidding me? Aftertouch is only good for leads? No way, dude. It's amazing for pads. It's amazing for everything, actually. There's nothing it's not amazing for. It's the best for everything. Listen, if you can touch something and then you can touch it after, it's double the touch, double the goodness. All right, so aftertouch. And guess what? Polyphonic aftertouch means you can touch it multiple times after you touched it. Think about that. You can't beat it. Listen, if you're gonna buy a synthesizer, why would you buy a synthesizer that doesn't have polyphonic aftertouch when you could buy one that has polyphonic aftertouch for 30% the price? What's up, Uncle Jerry, baby? Losing my mind in 2024, all this gear. I know I'm gassing out. It's getting crazy. It's too crazy. I already had a bunch of synthesizers picked out, and now I'm freaking out because I got a bunch of other ones picked out, and I got to reorder my synth bank. I'm patiently waiting for the Lin drum as well, Blue Fox. The Lin drum, I think maybe I was going to do the UBXA, but no, I'm not. I think I'm off the UBXA now. I'm on the JT16 and the Lin drum. Yeah, the Exquisite MP is cool. Yeah, man, we just covered Namm. So if you want, just, I think that little red thing, big size your YouTube screen, you can drag the player all the way back to the Samurai. What's up, Jerry? You can drag it all the way back and just start from the beginning. We covered everything at Namm that I thought was cool and that I thought you think was cool. And like I said, there's not a ton of surprises, but polyphonic aftertouch is for losers? Listen, man, you lost your mind because polyphonic aftertouch is only for pure champions, my friend. Pure champions. And guess what? The beautiful thing here is Behringer, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Behringer licensed Hedra Synth's Poly AT technology, and they got that put in every synthesizer coming out now. It's a Poly synth. So Behringer changed the game now because all the old clones are coming with polyphonic aftertouch. How do you like that? How do you like those apples? Shout out to Synth Punk. R.I.P. Synth Punk, man. Sad, but we got some people taking over the reins. Lin drum's what I want. Man, I'll tell you something right now. I might have to plug in that Minilog XD again. We'll see. We'll see. Let's switch over here for a minute. Yeah, so MPE, we'll get that put right here. We'll get it set up somewhere. You know, I'll tell you right now, if anybody has got $500 lying around, which some people do apparently, I would highly recommend picking up this Behringer Monopoly. This thing is probably one of my favorite synthesizers. Paraphonic 4-note. You can make so many cool sounds with this thing. It sounds awesome. You pick it up for $4.99, I think now, and it just looks awesome. It's got the flip top. It's super cool. So if you're looking for a synthesizer and you got $500 laying around, pick up the Behringer Monopoly. You can't beat it. It's cool. It's super cool. Only thing that doesn't make it cool is it doesn't got polyphonic aftertouch. Behringer's doing it. I'm a Behringer. I love Behringer. You know, I'll tell you the companies I love right now. I love Behringer. I love ASM, Sound Machine, Hedra Synth. I love Korg, although Korg makes me so angry. I got a love-hate relationship with Korg. I just loved how many synths they put out, but man, their prices are so out of whack for what they're offering. I mean, they're just offering, like, if you don't know, the Modwave, the Wavestate, and the Opsix, the Mark 1s and Mark 2s, they're just Raspberry Pi in a plastic box, right? So you don't need to be, they should be selling those for, if they sold those for $3.99 each, I think they would sell a ton. Yeah, I don't got any Roland synthesizers. I'm gonna have to get some Roland synthesizers. So let's check out what else is going on Gear News here. Let's go to their site, see if they got any updates. Got some cool guitars, Baby Audio Atoms, physical modeling synth, whatever. Oh, this is cool. Let's check this out. X that out. X that out. So Boss had this pedal released, Velocity Morph. I'll tell you, one of the cool things on the go right now is the Polybrute, and their Morphe pad is awesome. But you can actually buy a Morphe pad separate and plug it in. So that's cool. So let's check out this Boss video. This is the Boss VE 22 vocal performer, and you can't see it right here now, but over here where my hand is, I got the Roland VT4 vocal processing thing. I absolutely love it. Spent a year kind of just like saving 4 presets that are in there now, and I basically don't touch them. And that's what I use on everything, and it's cool. But I saw this today, which is the Boss. Let's check it out.
Ready?
I'm ready. Subscribe. Like.
Don't mean anything. I'll prove it to you now.
I'll prove it to you now.
If you'll let me in.
If you'll let me.
And maybe I'm the kind of girl you see on the subway, on the last train home, and over and out of my mind every time you come calling up.
I don't like stepping on my gear, so I would have that on the table. Sunglasses raffle? I got a surprise, man. I think I found a hot line on these sunglasses, and I might actually raffle them out because, man, you can chop these in the mail, no problem. Maybe not even a raffle, just send them out to people because I think they're awesome. And these are the official Synth Samurai, what do we call them? Macho Man Randy Syntherai. Macho Man Randy Samurai, that's who I am. Macho Man Synth Samurai, that's what we'll call him. But let's check it out. All-in-one vocal effects processor and looper. Oh, really? All right.
Waiting for you now.
Actually,
like a diamond, like
sounds very karaoke-ish, actually.
a diamond, like a diamond in the ground. She is waiting to be found.
Let's go forward.
Watch me, just watch me.
Cool, so I'll look at that, man. Let me turn mine on here, see if you can hear what it sounds like. So, turn the bypass off. Check, 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 check. Can you hear that? Check, 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 check. That's my vocal processor right there. Some reverb. Get that out of there. Manual bypass. All right, yeah, so we're back. She's a diamond, that's right. Woo!
You give me all I need.
Cool. What do you think? Polish your performance using compression, de-essing, and EQ. So you're saying that's not too different than the RC505, the Loop Master, but you know what? That Loop Master is ugly, okay? This thing ain't ugly. This thing is beautiful. Let's get a picture. This thing is, oh, get your foot off that beautiful machine. You're gonna put your feet on a $500 piece of equipment? You've lost your mind, lady. You've lost your mind. If my missus saw me putting my foot on something I just told her I paid $500 for, or however much that thing is, man, I would be in the doghouse real quick. All right, so I like that thing, but as far as vocal processors go, check this one out. The Hedra vocal demo. This is cool. I was looking at getting this one. Have you guys seen this? Check this out. If you think that's the voice.
Boom, boom, boom.
Anyways, we just got to get through this commercial. But yeah, so this one here was what I was debating as a guitar pedal that I think may be better to get than that. Just use your fingers for what? I know. Why do they always use their whole arm? I think the same thing. Okay. So let's check this out. Or use a stick. Yeah, use a stick if you got a stick. All right, check this out. This is a very cool vocal processor. Hedra by... Is it Maris or yeah, Maris? Check it out.
Kane. I'm a Los Angeles-based singer-songwriter, and I'm here today at Maris to show you guys the Hedra. I love using this pedal in a live setting or in the studio, and I'm going to show you guys some really cool things that you can add to your performances. I'm running my microphone into the Maris 440 preamp, and Hedra is running.
You know what they're doing there? This is called an upsell. So they're trying to sell you this preamp too.
Into the preamp's effects loop. Hedra's input is being plugged into the send of the mic pre's effects loop. Hedra's stereo outs are being plugged into the mic pre's returns.
Okay.
If you don't have a preamp, you can always run your vocals through the Hedra using an XLR.
Subscribe and like.
Cable. For this example, I'm going to set Hedra to the key.
What's up with those? What do you mean, what's up? I don't know what's up with them.
I'm not going to use any microtune, and I'm going to set the mix knob to about 1 o'clock. Pitch 1 will be set to unison, pitch 2 to an octave below, and pitch 3 to a third above.
Okay, so what do we got? Let's look at what she's doing here. We're in the key of, it looks like B minor. She got it micro tuned off, mix to 1 o'clock, pitch to whatever she said, octave down, octave up. Let's check it out.
I'm going to set a quarter note delay on pitch 3 by holding the Alt button and turning the pitch 3 knob completely clockwise. I'm going to set a long feedback for
There's no Behringer booth at Namm, is there?
Delay by turning the mix knob to 3 o'clock while holding the Alt button.
You ain't fooling me, Richie, baby.
I see the stars.
Try.
Falling down.
It's got that Irish.
Where we are.
All right, turn it on. Actually, you know what? I ain't getting that, boss. I'm getting this thing here. I think I can pick this up for $250 on Reverb. My question is the delay on that thing, or is she, like that just said produce tracks, so is that delay as well? Pitch delay. All right, so that is awesome. So I'm getting that. You'll see it, I'm demoing it, I'm getting it. 250, all right.
For this setting, I'm in the key of D major. No microtune on this one, and I'm going to set the mix pretty high to around 3 o'clock.
All right. Pitch 1.
I'm going to form a second inversion chord by setting pitch 1 to a fourth below, pitch 2 to unison, and pitch 3 to a third above.
All right, so I don't know if there's pitch delay. If she's got a delay on this, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if it says down here. 440 preamp, harmonies. Each voice can be delayed and fed back in. All right, yeah. So hold on now before we watch this. So it says here, Rhythm Prism. Hedra's 3-voice rhythmic pitch shifter, 3 voices in rhythm combined with your original voice to create harmonies. Each voice can be delayed and fed back in 4 intricate matrices for either predictable or unpredictable results, scalable, pitch correction, microtuning. So yeah, it's fucking, it delays it.
There's no delay on this, so I'm going to hold Alt.
This is only useful live. In a studio, you can use... Okay, yeah, Frederick, I hear you, man, but the thing is when you like just jamming by yourself and recording it on video, live, it's useful.
And turn all the pitch knobs all the way counterclockwise.
Try. All right, hit it wet. Let's go. It's like a harmony.
Using the...
All right, so let's check out the next one. You guys enjoying this, or you're not liking it? You let me know. We can just move on. But I just want to show you this thing because I think it's cool. So let me know real quick. We can move on.
To add octaves for a more powerful.
This is your show, not mine.
So I'm going to set this to F minor pentatonic by holding the Alt button and turning the key knob completely clockwise.
Ah, shift features. Damn.
There's no microtune on this, and I'm going to set the mix knob to around noon.
Last one. Let's go.
I'm only using 2 of Hedra's 3 available
I think she is an elf.
Pitch 1 is going to be set to an octave below. Pitch 2 set to a 4th below in order to create an open 5th harmony below my voice.
All right, let's go. No, my friend, the ears are hidden. That's always the case. When the ears are hidden, they may be an elf. Light it up with the wet. Sweet deal, Morgan. 90 bucks, 90 pounds. Cool. Let's check next one. Too loud. All right, Toby, thanks. All right, let's go. Wetting it up. Too Christmassy. Let's check out the next one.
Knobs completely counterclockwise.
All right, this is the last one, then we'll move on to something else. This pedal with the synth is the bomb. Yes, indeed. How you gonna mix this in? Cool. You got one more for us?
Another super cool thing that I love doing
keyboard.
is controlling the 3 pitches of the Hedra with a MIDI keyboard.
All right, let's check this out.
This is great for creating passing tones and secondary dominance in your vocal harmonies, and you'll hear that.
Blue Sky, yep. And my buddy's got a Strymon Night Sky, and it is out of this world as well. And I also heard that the Strymon Brig and Strymon Cloud pedals, which I think you can pick up for 200 bucks, are out of this world as well, especially when you combine them. Strymon Brig, Strymon Clouds. Let's check out how much, let's watch this first, then we'll go check it out.
In this example. Baby.
Hey man, you ain't gotta, listen man, listen. This is, we love beauty, and beauty comes in many forms, and it becomes in synthesizer form, and it comes in other forms as well, if you know what I mean. So yes, indeed, don't be ashamed.
I don't wanna let you down, baby.
You ain't letting me down.
I wish I could keep you around, baby.
All right.
Baby. Whoop. I don't wanna let you down, baby.
Oh.
I wish I could keep you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Last time I watched this, I stopped watching it before the end, so I didn't see the synthesizer part. So are you telling me that they have the pedal going into the Hedra and the mic going into the Hedra? Is it midied up? What's going on there? Zoom announced more pedals. Yeah, we'll check that out in a sec, the new Zoom pedal. Any low price pedals? Any suggestions for synths? Yes, indeed, sir. I do. Let's finish this up and then we'll go right into it. Button flies, baby. They didn't go anywhere, Richie. Men shouldn't wear button flies, though.
I don't wanna tell him he can't love me like he can.
Woo!
Now I gotta hurry, 'cause you know, baby, I got to go. Baby, I got to go.
Okay, cool. So that's awesome. Did I like it? Yep. All right. So let's check it out over here, because I'll show you some cheap pedals. Check these out. Clouds, I think it's called. So if we look right here, no, do they sell Strymon or not? Strymon. I don't know if they sell Strymon pedals here. Yeah, here we go. So we got the Cloud Burst, All right. And we got the, let's go Brig, I think it's called. The Brig right here. So these two pedals, and I will show you something really cool. So here it is. Look, this is, I don't know, what do you think's cheap? When you say cheap, what do you mean by cheap? Who asked that? Toby, what do you mean by cheap? What price range are we talking? Let's put on my tunes so we can relax. Yeah, so what do you mean by cheap? Let's see here. Stevie Wonder imitations. So this is, to me, if you ask me, expensive for a pedal is like $399 plus. That's when you're getting into Chase Bliss territory, Hologram Microcosm territory, Strymon Night Sky territory. You're looking at $399 plus. I consider that expensive. $279, I consider that not expensive. All right, and this is a stereo pedal too, which, if you ask me, if you're gonna buy a pedal for your synthesizer, you have to buy a stereo pedal. So let's look at the Cloudburst real quick. It is a studio grade reverberation pedal. And I don't know, actually I know where I can show you it on a synthesizer and you guys will think it's cool. All right, so we got this one here, which say you wanted a reverb for your synth, because when you want synthesizers, this is doable. Zooms are plasticky. We'll check out the zooms in a second, but listen, I'm gonna show you Zuki's video. Hold on, let me go over here and get it loaded up. Zuki synthesizer. I can't remember his name. Zuki the Dragon or something? Zuki the Dragon, where is he? I think it's Zuki the Dragon. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Zuki Dragon synthesizer. Oh, it's not Zuki, sorry. Yuki. There he is. All right. So this is Yuki the Dragon. He's got a very cool site. And I want to show you what those two pedals sound like because I listened to his video the other day. If you guys don't follow Zuki, Zuki's amazing for, or Yuki, sorry. Yuki's amazing for sampling or demoing pedals and synthesizers. So he's got the Cloudburst and the Brig right here with the 505. I don't want that one. The Brig, where is it? Where is it? Brig. Strymon Brig. He did one with the Brig and the Clouds. It's gotta be here somewhere. MIDI verb? I think it's this one here. Let's check it out. Ambient pads and texture, Chase Bliss, Field God. Come on, Yuki, where is it? Maybe I'll just do the Brig. All right, check the Brig out first.
How?
Let this commercial play through. I gotta get YouTube Premium, man. This is embarrassing, but whatever. All right. So demo, where do we want to go? Because I don't want to play this whole video. Let's try from right here. Okay. So this is Yuki, and this has got the, obviously you can see here he's got the Cloudburst and he's got the Brig. So you're seeing two pedals for $279 each. Maybe you can even get them for used. And let's hear how they sound. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. And he's doing it with the Wavestate.
A patch that I made, one of my favorites. It's a strings patch. It's a 5th strings patch. I made it in
subscribe to Yuki.
Kind of like the
and subscribe.
Idea of making Ghibli-esque music.
All right, go with the Ghibli-esque, my brother.
Way style tracks.
Spirit.
Well, let's hear it without.
So that's dry. Brig.
All right. Lovely but boring at the same time. I don't know how else to put it. It needs effects. It just excels with effects. So let's turn this on.
Amazing. So you hear how good that sounds? $279 if you ask me. But again, man, a lot of people are different. A lot of people like plugins and messing around with the computer and all that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that at all. I don't know if you do. So that's why I like adding pedals, because it's like, you know, DAWless. You can really make some magical sounds with pedals. All right, so All right, let's check with the cloud burst
here by itself, so we can
cloud
hear what that
burst
sounds like.
Awesome reverb.
I have no delay turned on. Tone controls back here. I don't have the ensemble mode on. The ensemble sounds really weird with the string going into it because you're adding extra resonance and stuff like that to make it sound like strings. So actually, doesn't really add to it. Kind of sounds weird, but yeah. So we'll just keep it like this. And now, if we engage the two,
both,
we get this basically continually repeating.
So for $500
into the cloud burst, and it just gives you these long, beautiful decays. So let's do that. Let's go with a lower octave. A little more modulation.
Man, do you see what I'm saying?
Let's turn off cloud burst.
All right, so that's enough of Yuki. Go check out his channel, like and subscribe. If you want to see him demoing pedals, he pretty much demos every new pedal that comes out. He's awesome. Thank you, Yuki, for all you do for the synth community. Very beautiful motions. Now, a couple pedals that I think are cool are these three. These are the three I got. So I'll show you the sounds of these. This is on the Microbrute, and Polera, OBSCURA, and NAUTILA, something like that. Let's see, where is it? It's an old video. Where? Come on. Surely. Maybe I gotta do this. Microbrute. Let's see, where is it? Maybe I gotta take it at NAUTILA. Volca FM. Man, I had it a while ago. I found it, but it seems like it must have disappeared into the abyss of YouTube. Just scroll for a couple more seconds if I can find it, but I don't think I can find it. Anyway, Microbrute through pedals, maybe through pedals. See if we can find it here. Microbrute through guitar pedals, not that one. Anyway, it's disappeared. It was on here. Can't find it. But anyways, these pedals are pretty cheap. You can pick, let's check out the price. Digitech Polera, which is an awesome reverb. The Digitech Polera reverberator. So if we go over to reverb right here, Digitech Polera. So this is an awesome reverb. It's got 4 or 5 different settings, $165 free shipping right here used from Wisconsin. Let's check out the dates. Very cool pedal, loads of great sounds. You gonna put any more details in there? No, Digitech Polera. So this here pedal is an awesome reverb pedal. Sounds amazing. And that one's cheap. If you want a good delay, you go with the OBSCURA. And I'm only saying this because I got these 3 pedals and they're great. So the OBSCURA we're looking at, I don't think they make that anymore. So $118, $130, you can get the OBSCURA. Sounds awesome. And then for your, there's a delay pedal, tape delay, lo-fi delay. And then if you want the chorus flange, I think it's NAUTILA. There we go. Yeah, this one here. Again, yeah, they got $140. So you can pretty much pick those pedals up for very, very cheap. And they add so much to your sound. Like I said, I got 3 of them right here. Let me show you real quick. So I got the 3 pedals right here. And you can't see it, but I also got the hologram microcosm there. All right. So yeah, That's what I got, and I got a Chroma console coming too, which I'll demo when I get it. So that's pretty cool. But you guys wanted to see the new Stomp Box by what company? What was the name of the company? What's the name of that pedal company? Someone let me know. It's escaping me at the moment. Synth Samurai is probably one of his children. Uncle Jerry, are you my long lost father, my man? Yeah, Uncle Jerry and Rich, anybody in the chat who don't know Uncle Jerry and Rich, when they're razzing each other, it's all good, man. They're just having a laugh. Old school, man. Thick skin. All right, so what's that Digitech pedal, or that pedal called? Stomp Box? Stomp Box MS. Who's the company? This one right here, brand new Zoom MSG50. Is that the one we're talking about? MS70 CDR. All right, let's check it out. MS70 CDR. This is the new one? What's the new one that they just came out with? This one here, MS50. That one, let's check that out. MS50. MS50. And I want to hear that on a synthesizer. Come on, man. What's going on here? Who's the company? Zoom. MS50 2024 on a synthesizer. Don't let me down, YouTube, baby. Let's go. Oh, updated? Let's check it out. We didn't check this one out. All right.
Hey Samuel, so also exciting news.
Also exciting news.
Let's go.
Effects, 100 effects built in. You could use up to 6 guitar effects. Is just starting to ship now, which is the MS50G Plus. That's all guitar effects, 100 effects built in. You could use up to 6 of them at once. You may only want to use
6
one
pedal
at
chains,
once,
$129 bucks. So
one effects.
Hold on. If you're looking for a cheap synth, Nick Bat loves CDR. A lot of people love the CDR. So this here is the deal. If you're looking for a cheap pedal, you pick up one of these or one of the older ones now, the older models, but I wouldn't know why you just wouldn't get the newer one now if it's out. It's still cheap. And you can have 6 pedals in one in a chain. So you can't really beat that. 6 pedals is going to cost you like $600 to $1,000 to $5,000.
You can get all of those effects built in. Then you've got the MS200D Plus. And this is our distortion pedal. And actually the old multi-stomp line did not have a purely distortion pedal, but this one is all about...
onto the 70 CD. We use this for our synth jams a lot. I see this hasn't got any power, so this is definitely going to be part of the gang,
yeah,
right?
the MS70 CDR, really fantastic for synth effects and for guitar effects as well. It's all choruses, delays, and reverb.
It's got to be stereo, for sure.
Built into that pedal. And then we've got the MS60B Plus for bass players.
Let's see, hold on. Mono in, left and right, mono out. Yeah, so it's stereo.
And then this one will...
What's that called? I want to get a demo of that. The MS70 CDR Plus on a synth. MS70 CDR Plus synthesizer. Let's have a look and see if we can get a demo here, at least. Come on, someone's got a demo for us, don't they? Somebody's got a demo for us. Maybe I just got to go back. Well, it's not going to do any demos.
Months, and then no ET.
So that's the one we're looking for anyways. There's no demos, no reviews out yet. So we're looking for the MS70 CDR Plus. That's the pedal that we want to get for 100 and... what did they say? $169. That's your one. If you got a bunch of synthesizers and you're looking to have 6, I think it's 60 pedals they said they had, but you can have 6 in a chain. Lots of comparison videos of CDR with Strymons. Yeah. People are saying that you can pretty much mimic almost any pedal out there with a CDR. right? So if you're looking for a budget pedal that's amazing, you got to go with the CDR for sure. And the new ones are coming out, so you got to go with them too. So, my friends, I think I'm going to call it a day here now and go get me some dinner. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for joining me. If you came late to the stream, just rewind it back and start from the beginning. I got the little chat box up in the top, so my missus said she likes following along with the chat, so we got the chat enabled up top, and you can follow along with that. And I hope you enjoyed it, and that's Namm 2024. It's Saturday, so we'll see if they have any more releases today that are surprising. If they are, we'll come back on and do them. What do you think? Live stream was good? You guys enjoyed that one? This is kind of cool. This is what I like doing. I like riding the lightning while playing and also while doing the streams. All right, so thanks so much. I'm gonna get a bunch of these shades, the Macho Man Randy synthesizer shades, and we'll be giving some away. That's a great idea. Thanks, boys. Thanks for showing up. Ladies, thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Slow.